Guys, week in, week out, you see Ghanaian players performing very well for their club side. And if you check their names and the position they play, then you know most of them are forwards for the national team, the Black Stars. But the problem we have with the national team is that we don't score goals. We don't fire. Most of them, when they come to the national team, they are so blunt. Now, what is the problem? We have World Cup 2026 qualifiers to play against Chad and Madagascar this month. And we need most of our forwards to be firing. So in today's video, we are going to take a look at forwards who are likely to make Otto's final squad for the World Cup qualifiers. We have already talked about defenders, goalkeepers. Please check the channel and watch that. My name is Adam. You are watching SportsCornerGH. And I'm doing today's video with Seram and Chanana. And we're about to go into it. I want to ask a question before we begin. Do you think Ghana has a number 9? Let me know your answer down below in the comments. Chanana, talk to me.
For me, I don't think we have a number 9. All our forwards, you check, most of them are wingers. You go to their club, they play as wingers. And I don't think, so some of them, when you bring them to the number 9 position, they don't function well because the team hardly even create quality chances for a striker to get a sniff to even score a goal. And strikers, we all know they feed on chances. Because if you bring a midfield striker to come and play as a number 9 or a midfielder to come and play as a number 9, and you don't create for that, how do you expect him to score? Because that's not his natural position. He's just playing it out of convenience to help the team.
You notice when these players are playing in that number 9 position, they sometimes forget themselves and drift to
the midfield,
the midfield or the wings or where they usually play.
So if you can't create enough chances and you use different players for number 9, you'll be found wanting. And that's why you study apart every game. How many when was the last time you watched a Ghana ball and realized that this one they will create about 2-3 chances for the striker? We don't do that. So that's why we are finding difficult in scoring goals now. And the person that we used to rely on him for goals a lot, that's Mohammed Kudus, has not been scored. That's why we are complaining that he has been playing poorly, because normally you have to score out of your own luck, and now things are not going on well for him. So let's hope that when they come for Chad and Madagascar, they Charlie massacre.
All right, Sarah.
Okay, so for me, I think we don't really have a typical number 9 right now. But as he said, if we have players who can create more chances for us, then it means that we getting players to play that number 9 role wouldn't be something very difficult. If we have creators, because we have the men, they can drift and then play the number 9 role. So if we get creators around the team, we can have players who play the number 9 role for us.
So guys, you have heard from Seram and also Chanana. For me, even if you put Ebenezer at that number 9 position and you have midfielders and also other players from the wings supplying that striker will score a goal. We are not just creative enough. That is my only problem. So guys, quickly, we want to jump into it and talk about forwards who are likely to make Otto's final squad list. Now, the first player we are going to talk about is Antoine Semenyo, currently on form. For me, he's the only Ghanaian on form in Europe. Looking at his performance for Bournemouth this season, excellent too. Chanana, talk to me about this player. What do you think he can do differently this time around with the national team?
We all know when it comes to the national team, his performance has been below par. And that's why some of the fans are complaining. They don't hype him enough because they always complain that when it comes to the national team, he doesn't give the numbers that
me and you said. Semenyo is spoiler.
You see, he's scoring a lot this season, but one thing about Semenyo, he tends out to spoil a lot of chances.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the Black Star, and you don't get enough to even spoil some, then how will you score? Yeah. Because when you play at your club side, maybe you get 5 and score 2, which is okay. But when you come to Ghana, you don't even get 1. So how can you score? So we hope that this international break that they'll be coming, they should up their game and put a lot of zeal inside and tell us that no, they want to qualify to the World Cup. Because when we qualify to the World Cup, they are the ones who are going to enjoy. We the supporters, they will just be there and shouting, but they will be there, take all their appearance fee and whatever they have.
Winning bonuses and
everything. So they have to qualify to make the country. We only just wanted them to make we proud. That's all. But they benefit a lot than we, the fans. So they should qualify for us. We beg them.
So, guys, you have heard from Chanana concerning Antoine Semenyo. In my own opinion, for the national team, I don't know if there is a curse or something. He comes in and me and you, he's spoiling it. One time he's performing well, another time he's a lot of, inconsistent and all that. Now, let's move away from Semenyo and talk about Inaki Williams. Currently, this season for La Liga, very good player in my own opinion. Good assist for him, good goals for him. And I think he's one player that most Ghanaians are expecting him to fire. Looking at the situation around him, switching his nationality. Sarah, talk to me about Inaki Williams. 1 goal so far for the national team. Do you think, we really delayed getting him because right now he's 30-something years of age?
As for the delay, FA really delayed in getting Inaki Williams?
I don't think we delayed. I think it was
his decision not to play.
But they did so many things earlier.
Anyhow, it is. There was still a delay.
A delay. He should have come when he was prime.
Yeah, so what? Okay, you fine. Whether it was caused by him or was caused by the FA.
It was caused by him. Sorry, it was caused by him.
There was a delay with Inaki Williams coming to play for the national team, but he's doing very fantastic at Bilbao this season. He has played a number of 25 matches, scored 5 goals, and then he has 8 assists. I mean, that's not very bad. But you see, it's rather unfortunate for him that Inaki Williams came into the Black Stars at a time where the team, I mean,
it's having a lot of problems.
See, this is not a Black Star of old. If he had come at the time of Asamoah Gyan and co, you'd know that no, he will come and then do something. With the issue of Kevin Prince, but he came in and then the team was doing well. You see, but I still see Inaki Williams, I mean, doing great with the national team. So he's definitely getting called up.
So guys, you have heard from Seram, and for me, I think Inaki Williams, he's a very good player. It's only that sometimes confidence issue happens when you're playing for the national team. There's a lot of pressure playing for Ghana. I'm not going to lie to you. Like in the stadium, everybody's a coach. Everybody wants to tell you what to do on the pitch. So for Inaki Williams, experiencing this for the first time, there's a bit of cultural shock. Everything kind of looks different to him as compared to what he's used to. So, I mean, I feel for the player, I kind of understand him, but I feel like his adaptability is taking too long. By now, he should be abreast with what is happening when it comes to African football. So, for me, I think he makes the squad, but then he needs to up his game for the national team. Now, the next player I want us to talk about is Jordan Ayew, the second landlord of the Black Stars. Currently, the captain of the Black Stars. He has been named by Otto as the captain of the Black Stars. Chanana, talk to me about this player. For me, he plays the Black Stars. He earns a call-up because of he's the captain. That number 9 position you have been complaining about, I feel he should play that position because anytime he's there, you are short of goals. He actually gives us that goal, causes a penalty here and there and everything. What do you think he's going to do differently now that he's a captain?
I think now that he's a captain there, Jordan, unless he shows us something that we don't know about him, because we all know he's a shy type, he doesn't talk a lot and stuff. So making him the captain, I think it has given an added responsibility on the pitch to do something for the team. And when it comes to his footballing powers, Jordan has proved to me that he's very good at it. It's just that sometimes I think he's not disciplined enough. And sometimes you see him drifting away from the number 9, going to join the wing. But he enjoys playing on the wings a lot because Jordan will always like to hold on to the ball. You know, he can dribble and all that, he can create and all that stuff. So he likes to hold on to the ball. So I think if Jordan will be used as a number 9, he has to follow instructions. The coach has to tell him to not hold on to the ball too much. Just give it and dash and try to be at the right place at the right time to wait for a rebound and whatever.
All right. So guys, with Jordan Ayew, I mean, in the World Cup qualifiers, he has really helped us. When we played against Central African Republic, he banged in a goal. When we played against Mali, he banged in a goal. So in our last 2 games in the World Cup qualifiers, he has been very influential. I feel like he should continue playing that number 9 for us. We shouldn't. The changes up front is too much. We have tried and tested several times. We need a concrete up front 3. It's very, very important. Now, speaking about the Ayew, so let's talk about Andre Ayew. Very controversial. I mean, throughout last week till now, everyone is contemplating on whether Ayew should return back to the Black Stars or not. I mean, Andre Ayew. Now, so far for Le Havre, 4 goals, 1 assist. A lot of people believe that he has more goals than some players who play the forward of the Black Stars. Now, I want to throw this question to 2 of you, Seram and Chanana, very quickly. Do you think Andre Ayew should return, looking at his form for his club side?
Why shouldn't he return?
People feel like he's old, 35-year-old.
No, he's old, but he's still playing active football. That's what you should bear in mind.
In the top league.
Yes, and then for Le Havre, week in, week out, you see Andre Ayew, like we hear the news, he's performing, he's giving assists, he's scoring goals. Yes, so why won't he? And then even leaving the club level stuff, let's come to the Black Stars. He has really paid his dues for the Black Stars. You guys, so players like this, they should be selected by default. And then right now, the plus is that he's still playing active football. That should be a plus for us. So Andre Ayew there, he has to make the squad, whether they like it or not. He has to.
Chana.
For me, I think the Black Star, when it comes to our most reliable source of goal, I think Andre Ayew, you don't have to start him. at least just wait for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, then you bring him inside.
I agree with you.
You make a difference.
Because he's experienced. He can manage and watch the game from the bench and can make impact.
Just have an eye for goal. He can score with any movement and he can score with any part of his body. With his height, he's very good in the air and other things. So you just bring him when the game is getting to the end. The players, their defenders will be tiring, and that's when most of the players they lose concentration a lot. So you bring him there, and with his sharp mind and other things, being fresh in the game, I tell you, he can score a goal out of nothing for Ghana. So Andre Ayew there. So many this forward. I don't think they will call or they will even use all of them. So Andre Ayew will be there as a luxury bench player for we that anytime he can
with
call
experience.
upon. Thank you. Even if it's 15 minutes, just bring him inside. He can do wonders for us.
All right. So guys, you have heard from Seram and Chanana. I've already asked this question in my previous video several times. Should he return or not? I mean, the argument is still ongoing. Otto is the only one that has the prerogative, decision to bring him back or not. But for me, the last dance for Andre Ayew, I'm all for it. I just want to see him play the Black Stars once more. Then we send him off properly. Now let's move away from Andre Ayew and talk about Kamaldeen Sulemana. Injuries have really hampered the progress of this player. And for me, he's one of the fastest, quickest players with skills. If you want a player that can create magic, it's Kamaldeen Sulemana. We saw it quite recently when he came back from injury for Southampton against Manchester United and co. Now for me, if he's fit, he's already playing. So if he's fit, he makes the squad for me any day, anytime. It's just left with his finishing. But then if he's fit, he comes into the squad for me for that left wing position. Do you think he makes Otto's squad? And if he makes it, what does it bring to the table? Janana.
The whole world. The player that I've seen with the poorest shooting technique.
It's Kamaldeen Sulemana. His finishing is always bad. I'm not going to lie to you.
See, he can be in a position that even you just blow air to the ball will score. This guy will just kick the ball. I don't know how he kicks the ball. His decision making is very terrible. He's one of the, and when it comes to skill set, it's one of the excellent players I've ever seen. He's very quick, can dribble, can create space where there's nothing. But at the end of it, this guy will just hit the ball to the fans. I don't know whether the fans tell him that they want to take balls home or something. His decision making is just too bad. But apart from that, everything about him as a winger is just spot on. So if he can work on that, I tell you, this guy will just, and we beg him, we should stay away from injuries. At least he should give us one full season without getting injured. So we will see his output. Maybe because now we will always be complaining about his injury, but let him give us just one full season and realize that this isn't the Kamaldeen wound. Then we can see whether he will make a progress in, because this guy there, he started with kudus and things, so he was having the hype than kudus those times. So we don't know why now there, Charlie. It's not easy, cry.
All right, so guys, let's move away from Kamaldeen Sulemana and talk about Ernest, who plays for Lyon. He has been quite good this season for Lyon, and he's one player that I believe comes into the team when he's fit, because Otto really, really loves Nana Kwame, Ernest Nuamah. So, Sarah, talk to me about this player.
Okay, so with Ernest Nuamah, looking at the season he's having with Lyon, I mean, he's been quite consistent with Lyon this season. Looking at the number of matches he has played a total number of 90 matches this season. That means that, I mean, he has been quite reliable. You understand? He has been quite reliable. So I see him making the squad. And then looking at his play style for the Black Stars too, he's very, 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 very good. I mean, when I watch him play for the Black Stars, I mean, I see that creativity in him. You see, I mean, to help the team. So I see Ernest Nuamah making the squad.
So guys, you have heard from Saram, and let me know what you think about this. Do you think Ernest Nuamah and all the players you have already mentioned would definitely make the squad for Otto? Now, moving away from Ernest Nuamah, let's talk about Osman Bukari, who plays for Austin FC in the MLS. Now, the MLS season has just begun, and he's playing so well, in my own opinion. An experienced player. The World Cup, don't forget, he scored against Portugal and did a shoe. I think he makes the squad. Let me just take this one. I think he makes the squad. Very good player. If he's fit, he should just make the squad. One thing I don't like about him quite recently is that he makes the squad and does not play. So Otto and the other technical team members, Osman Bukari is a super sub. When you bring him in second half, he creates magic for you. Very good player, good dribbler of the ball. He's very good when it comes to his decision making. So he needs to be in the squad. He needs to play. Next player I want us to talk about is Usman Ibrahim. Brighton and Hove Albion player, currently on loan at Feyenoord. Talk to me about this player and what he brings to the team.
Usman Ibrahim is a very young player. I think if he be added to the squad, it would be maybe as a prospect, or they are trying to groom him for the position so that he will come in and steady, or can be used to the squad so that maybe when he gets his opportunity, he will not feel pressured and all that stuff. But for right now, he's young, so let's hope he will make an improvement.
All right, so guys, so I've heard from Chanana concerning Osman Ibrahim, who is currently with Feyenoord, a very good player in my own opinion. Right to dream player. You have a lot of right to dream players in the Black Stars, so that is good because it's the same philosophy throughout. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Brandon Thomas Asante. In the last call-up, he was not with the team. Currently, he's performing very well under Frank Lampard, Coventry, scoring goals for them. And I feel like he's one player that I really want to see at that number 9 position. Sarah, talk to me about this player and what he brings to the team.
Okay, so with Brandon Thomas, as my brother said, these are young players who come into the team and then they learn from the oldies, those who have, done much for the Black Stars. So I see, for me personally, I see him making the squad. Yes, I see him making the squad. And even looking at the matches he has played a total of 32 matches this season. It means that he's been reliable. He's not those players who go on injury, go and come. So I see him making the squad. All right.
So, guys, you have heard from Seram. Let me know what you think about Brandon Thomas Asante. I really want to see him in the squad. I'm not going to lie to you. I really want to see him. Now, the next player we want to talk about is Jonathan Soa, currently with Sandiga Black Stars in Tanzania. See, 7 goals this season for them, and he's not a bad player. It's only in Ghana that when the player leaves the Ghana Premier League to another team in Africa here, that is it. Your career is finished with the Black Stars. But this player is performing very well. And I think Jonathan Soa should return back to the national team if there is a spot for a number 9, because he's a number 9. Guys, talk to me about Jonathan Soa.
Jonathan Soa, he got the call up to the last World Cup, but he has not really cemented his place in the Black Star as a player, as a starter, or even as a super sub, because he carries the call up and doesn't really normally play.
No, when he ended the call up, the first 2, he actually played. He came in the second half. One, he came then gave Jordan Ayew an assist.
But I'm just talking about when he came to the World Cup, he didn't even play.
He didn't play. Ghana Premier League players.
So after that, everything just went off for him.
It was a qualifier that we played. That one he played.
So let's just hope that with these numbers, as a number 9 there, if it's a natural number 9 there, at least you can try him in Chad there. It be Kaku they do. So you can put him there and see whether you take that opportunity, and let's see what we can do.
Right. So guys, the next player I want to talk about is Jerry Efriye. This player is very young, playing very well for Tot FC, and then he moved to Saudi Arabian side. Now currently on loan at CD Logo. He made his debut some few days ago. And this player, I feel he should make the squad. When we needed him the most against Niger in the AFCON qualifiers, he came in, scored a goal, and the way Otto hugged the player, I'm like, no, Otto likes this boy, because hey, that hug meant a lot to Otto. It was like, finally. So Efriye is a player that has played through the ranks, the national team. He should definitely make the squad, in my own opinion. Lastly, let's talk about Zubairu Ibrahim, former King Faisal player. Sarah, talk to me about this player and what he brings to the team, currently with Partizan.
Okay, so with Ibrahim, you see, O24 said something, over the month. He was like, only deserving players should be called to play for the Black Stars. So when you check this guy's stats, he has played 23 matches, scored 9 goals and 3 assists. 12 goal contribution out of 23 matches. So he's deserving. He has to be called to come and play. As the king said, only deserving players should be called to play for the Black Stars. So when checks that, I think this guy should make the squad. So
guys, you have heard from Sairam, and let me know what you think about it. We have talked about 12 forwards who are likely to make Otoado's final 25-man squad for the World Cup 2026 qualifiers against Chad and Madagascar. Now let me know if there's a player that we have not mentioned. There's a player out there performing very well with good statistics that we have not mentioned. Let me know that down below in the comments. My name is Adam. I did this video with Chanana and Sarah. Make sure to follow them on their social media platform. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.